can you describe what led to the creation of HyperCycle's HyperAIBox and its main objectives?
Oh, the HyperAIBox. Yeah, sure.
Oh, the HyperAIBox, it started initially with so what we did with HyperCycle, we started focusing on revenue first before we actually talked to any investors, and we started selling HyperCycle computation nodes, bundled them in 512 nodes to either distributors, resellers, computing centers, or whatnot. And of course, they're getting them at a discount because before release, people they expect that. So then with that, we started getting a lot of revenue, started using the revenue to invest into a lot of companies that they are believed to be very good for the mission that we want to accomplish. And 15 investment as of 2 weeks ago was announced, number 15. It's called the Human Upload. It's a compression algorithm. But we've invested in a lot of cool companies like Integral, which is a CPU that does integer-based CPU, Simuli, a lot of cool things that we feel like down the road they can be very, very cool to what we're working on. But some of them, they're right now, not down the road, which is like the one behind me. You see it right now. And it's initially, it's a company out of the UK. It's called Planet, and then we ended up forming a joint venture with them that's called the HyperAIBox. So the HyperAIBox has only one technical reason for its existence that we share with the world today, and it's basically when it comes to AI computation in the world. If you were to have the world's largest computer, let's say you're in Texas, and the world's largest computer, let's say, that is trying to service your AI that you're working, let's say, on your mobile device, doing, let's say, deepfake. Okay, if you're doing deepfake and you're looking at your mobile, that world's largest computer fits in Japan, versus some one with the name Lisa, who runs this tiny little box that it's like the one behind me, runs that same model, much slower than the world's largest computer, but happens to be in your neighborhood. Those, because of the proximity, they're going to win the bid to get to service you, to provide your machine, service your machine, basically. And if they're going to win the bid, that means they're going to make a little bit more money that they've made before, and then and whoever is running this machine is effectively benefiting, because that's providing a service to Lisa while she was running it. So that's like the number one.
So it's a money maker. It's a money maker. It's a little thing over there making money.
The reason for its existence is more like the network. Network is the bottleneck in global AI today, the network speed, and because
sure, it helps. It's an incentive. It's an incentive then for running these on the network to help with everything.
That's the second reason. This is the second reason. So the second reason why these things exist is we, as much as we care about the decentralized AI and make sure that we are winning in that mission, turns out the technological element by having those peer-to-peer is not enough. There needs to be one additional component, and the component to enable people, it's basically hacking into Moloch. How do you hack into Moloch? How do you look at what Moloch is after on day-to-day, and people, they like money, they like to make money. So you give them the ability to make money, and lots of money, because the future from now on, if you were to look for the next 6 years, most of the wealth creation is going to be generated by AI. So how about you provide people with the ability to make shitloads of money over the next 6 years? When they do that, then they end up also partaking in the mission that we're trying to do, because we need to have billion people to be running and partaking in that Internet of AI. So how can you provide the grandpa with the ability to run a node? Literally, can you tell grandpa, can you run a node right now?
Yeah.
Well, this box can enable grandpa.
Maybe just don't tell grandpa.
I'm a grandpa, Toufi, so be careful.
Well, that's who I'm talking about.